Good morning everyone and welcome to the class. We are doing the chapter Politics of Planned Development, and under this chapter we have discussed about the idea of development, as we have seen by an example of the decision of the Odisha government to sign a memorandum of understanding with the domestic and international companies for the mining of the this iron ore from Odisha. And in this regard, we have seen that different groups are involved when government takes decisions. It's not it is always a very conflicting situation, because whenever government takes a decision for the development, it is going to adversely affect anyone or some of the groups in a country. So it is really a very difficult task to take decisions of development. And in this regard, I told you that we cannot go with the views of the experts or specialists. In this regard, it is very much important that whatever decision is to be taken regarding the development, that decision should be taken by the political leaders who are knowing, who are having the general view of the country, who are the representatives of the people. And that is why the decisions are political decisions. It's not economic decision. Only economic issues or economic concerns cannot be taken into account. It's a political decisions which are taken by the political leaders of the country. And as we have seen, when we have discussed this also, that when we got independence, there was need of economic development, because we were economically exploited by the British. But at the same time, we found that our leaders were very much concerned that there should be economic development with social justice. And we have also discussed that at that time when we got independence, it was considered that what is development. Development was even today, it's also we consider development as whatever is happening in the west, है ना. West में जो कुछ भी हो रहा है, that is considered as the standard for measuring development, है ना. So development is about becoming more modern. And modern, it is the similar view. At present also we are having the similar view. So development means becoming more modern, and becoming modern means becoming more like the industrialized countries of the west. So we have also adopted this the development model of industrialized country. But at that time there were two models in front of us. Two models were present in front of us. The first is the communist model, we can say, or the Soviet model, and the second is the capitalist model or the US model. And we are very much aware of all these two models, as we have discussed about it in the first chapter of the first book, है ना. So capitalism is about free market, free economy, freedom of individual, and socialism is about planned economy, controlled economy. There should be control over the economy by the state. And what is the motive, or we can say what is the ideal which are given importance in these two ideologies? If we consider the ideology of capitalist liberalism, we find that they give more importance to the ideology of freedom. And for them, the freedom of individual is most important. But when we talk of communist ideology, we see that they give more attention on the concept of equality. Why they want that there should be there should be control of the state on the economy, because they want that there should be equality in the country. And in order to bring equality, there must be control of the government on the economy of any country, है ना. So our leaders, as I told you in the previous class, we were discussing all these things, है ना. So our leaders, especially Pandit Nehru, he was very much impressed by the Soviet model of development, because it was of the opinion that by adopting this Soviet model, we will not be able only to bring economic development, but social justice can also be achieved. The gap between the rich and the poor can also be narrowed, है ना. तो इस कारण से हमारे अदर जैसे कम्युनिस्ट लीडर्स, दे वर ऑल्सो ऑफ द ओपिनियन, सोशलिस्ट लीडर्स, दे वर ऑल्सो ऑफ द ओपिनियन दैट the socialist model of development is the best model of development. Though there were some parties, there were some leaders who supported this capitalist view also, and leaders, the party like Swatantra Party, the party supported the US model, but we went for the Soviet model, or we can say our nationalist leaders were very much aware that the economic concern of the government of free India would have to be different from the narrowly defined commercial functions of the colonial government. जो भी colonial government करती आई थी उससे हमें बिल्कुल दूर हो जाना है ना. और the main task in front of the government was the eradication of poverty, alleviation of poverty, and social and economic distribution of redistribution. The resources of the country should be redistributed in such a way that everyone should get equal opportunity. So we find that there was lack of consensus among the political leaders. Like there were leaders who considered that industrialization is the most important way of development. But there were other leaders who were of the opinion that development of agriculture and in particular the alleviation of rural poverty was the priority. So there was lack of consensus among the leaders. Still we find that there was consensus for this, that we have adopted a mixed economy. We have adopted what does it mean? It means that we have adopted a midway between the capitalism and the socialism. We have not gone for complete Soviet model, and neither we have gone for the complete US model. We have adopted a midway. बीच का रास्ता हमने अपनाया, and in this midway we have the features of both the system, both the features of both the model of economies. हमारे यहाँ private sectors भी हैं थे और public sectors भी है ना. So this is the mixed economy in which the main aim is economic development with social justice. If we wanted only economic development, then we could have gone for US model, but as our aim was economic development with social justice, so we have gone for this mixed economy, है ना. कि हमें social justice भी चाहिए और economic development भी चाहिए, but here one more thing is important to understand, with democracy. If we have gone for complete Soviet model of economy, then we have to adopt the political features as well of the Soviet model, and that was end of democracy. So we have adopted all these things. All the good element of different models have been adopted. Economic development, yes, we want. With social justice, yes, we want. And then by following the democratic path, we wanted to reach that destination. What is the destination? The destination is economic development with justice, social justice, है ना. Economic development with social justice. But here you must understand that in order to achieve this destination, what path was selected? The path was democratic. So this is the essence of our economic मॉडल, यही हमारे मॉडल का एसेंस है, जो कि 91 तक यही रहा. आफ्टर 91 देयर वाज चेंज बिकॉज ऑफ चेंज इन द, we can say, the international politics, because of some other domestic reasons. We have discussed about in globalization, हमारा growth rate बहुत कम हो गया था, economic growth rate in the decade of 80s, and then we decided to bring some changes. तो आप 1991 तक समझ के यही चलिए कि हमारा यही था, economic development with social justice, and the path to achieve this destination was democratic. So what we find that in our country we have also adopted planned development, है ना. This is the chapter is planned development. So we have adopted planned development. Planned development means the development will be planned. Who will plan? By the government. This is the involvement of the government in the process of economic development, है ना. Economic activities will not be left freely in the hands of the private individual, but it will be controlled by the government by planning. And here you must understand one of the most important commission, that is planning commission, which was given this function to make plans for economic development. But here you will be surprised to know that planning commission was nowhere mentioned in the constitution, as you have read in class 11, है ना, Indian Constitution at Work. This was your first book, है ना. And in this book you will never find a mention of planning commission. Why? Because in constitution planning commission was not mentioned. Planning commission is not a constitutional body. Okay, so how this came into existence? As we have seen that we have adopted the model of mixed economy, and under this mixed economy we have adopted that the development should be planned, and in order to plan this development, one planning commission was there. But how this planning commission came into existence? This is the question. Okay, and now we are seeing that there is no mention of planning commission in the constitution. Then how it came into existence? For this year we will need to go in बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं, हल्का सा आपको हिस्ट्री, इसकी जो हिस्ट्री है प्लानिंग कमीशन कैसे एग्जिस्टेंस में आया, उसमें हम ये देखेंगे कि जो इन जनरल जो हमारी व्यू होती है दैट जो प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट होते हैं दे डोंट वांट रेगुलेशन, है ना, उनको रेगुलेशन नहीं पसंद होता है. दे वांट दैट द इकोनॉमी शुड बी फ्री. तो ऐसा हमारा ये परसेप्शन होता है इन जनरल, हम यही परसेप्शन लेकर चलते हैं कि अगर ये प्लान्ड इकोनॉमी है तो इट इज़ बाय द इनिशिएटिव ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट ओनली ना. गवर्नमेंट चाहती थी कि वो इकोनॉमी को प्लान करे, इकोनॉमी को रेगुलेट करे, एंड इट मस्ट बी an initiative of the government, but it's not like that. Actually in our country what happened that the 8 industrialists of our country of that time, they got together in 1944, and these industrialists they included like जो उस समय के टाटा हैं, then उस समय के जो भी इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट थे वो सारे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट जो हैं वो जमा होते हैं, और 8 इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट मेन इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट थे, और उन्होंने क्या किया कि दे हैव ड्राफ्टेड अ जॉइंट प्रपोजल फॉर व्हाट, फॉर सेटिंग अप अ प्लान्ड इकोनॉमी इन द कंट्री. It was their proposal, and this is known as Bombay Plan. (1944) में बॉम्बे प्लान इन 8 इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट ने प्रेजेंट किया, जिसमें यही इनका कहना था कि प्लान्ड इकोनॉमी जो है वो सेटअप होनी चाहिए, है ना. और they wanted that the state should take major initiative and industrial and other economic investment, है ना. So this Bombay Plan is about increased role of state in the economy. ठीक है, इकोनॉमी में स्टेट का ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा रोल होना चाहिए. सो हियर यू मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड why the industrialists are of the opinion that there should be regulation by the state, there should be control by the state, because at that time we can say the indigenous industry was just infant, they were in that stage of infancy, है ना, तुरंत जन्म हुआ था उनका. And they knew that if the government is not going to interfere in the economy of the country, then what will happen, that the goods from outside will come easily because there is no regulation of the government, and in that situation the demand for the goods which are produced by the indigenous companies will go down, and people will purchase goods which are coming from outside, which are imported, है ना. So they wanted protection. That is the main reason, as we have discussed about it in the chapter globalization as well, है ना. क्यों गवर्नमेंट ने इस पॉलिसी को अपनाया, क्यों बाहर से आने वाली चीज़ों पर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टैक्स लगाया जाता था, बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट वांटेड टू प्रोटेक्ट दिस, गवर्नमेंट वांटेड टू प्रोटेक्ट द इंडिजिनस इंडस्ट्रीज, कि अगर बाहर से आने वाली चीज़ें सस्ती हो गई तो फिर पीपल विल परचेज दोज आइटम्स, एंड देन द डिमांड फॉर दीज इंडिजिनसली प्रोड्यूस्ड आइटम्स विल बी रिड्यूस्ड, एंड it will be detrimental for the development of indigenous industries. That too, the industries were in the infant थे, वो बच्चे एकदम छोटे, जन्म हुआ था अभी उनका, है ना. सो दे नीडेड प्रोटेक्शन. इसलिए बॉम्बे प्लान की जो बात हुई वो इसलिए हुई, है ना. सो प्लानिंग, जो डेवलपमेंट के लिए जो प्लानिंग थी वो हमारे कंट्री में बिल्कुल चॉइस बन चुका था, क्योंकि एक तरफ तो पंडित नेहरू वाज आल्सो वेरी मच इम्प्रेस्ड बाय द सोवियत मॉडल ऑफ इकोनॉमी, एंड ऑन द अदर हैंड वी आर सीइंग दैट दीज इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट दे आर आल्सो ऑफ द व्यू दैट द गवर्नमेंट शुड इंटरफेयर इन द economy of the country. So this is the condition, and in this situation we find that as in the constitution there was no mention of planning commission. Still this planning commission came into effect by an act of the parliament ने कानून बनाकर इसको इसका creation किया, and it was set up in March 1950. It was set up in March 1950, and it was by a simple resolution of the government of India, and we see that this planning commission was given an advisory role. What is the meaning of advisory role? Advisory means the commission was there. So we are discussing planning कमीशन, है ना. हम लोग प्लानिंग कमीशन को डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. तो प्लानिंग कमीशन का एग्जिस्टेंस में आया मार्च 1950 में, एंड इट्स रोल वाज टू बी एडवाइजरी. इट मीन्स दैट इट वाज देयर ओनली टू गिव एडवाइस, and it was there only to give a recommendation to the government. It was not a decision making body. You need to understand this. ये कोई डिसीजन लेने वाली बॉडी नहीं थी. इट वॉज देयर ओनली टू गिव एडवाइस टू द गवर्नमेंट. इट वॉज देयर ओनली टू गिव रिकमेंडेशन टू द गवर्नमेंट, टू द कैबिनेट, है ना. सो इन दिस regard we will see what are the objectives of planning commission. किस पर्पस से, किस ऑब्जेक्टिव से प्लानिंग कमीशन बनाया गया था. सो इट वॉज इट केम इन टू एग्जिस्टेंस to bring economic development with social justice. As we have seen, you are all aware of the directive principles of state policy, which you have read in your class 11th book. Directive principles of state policy is concerned with the social and economic rights of the people, है ना. And its aim is to bring equality in the society. So whatever ideals described in the directive principle of state policy was to be achieved through this planned economy, and it will help the state in promoting the welfare of the people, है ना. It will help the state in maintaining or in bringing a social order in which justice, social, economic and political shall be maintained. Okay. And among other objectives of planning commission was also that the citizens have the right to an adequate means of livelihood. Everyone, without any discrimination, every citizen should have the right to an adequate means of livelihood. And then another objective was that the ownership and control of the material resources of the community are so distributed as best to subserve the common good. The main purpose is common good of the economic activity. Whatever resources of the country is having, those resources should be distributed in such a way that it should promote common good. The resources should not be distributed in such a way that it will promote only the good of a few people only, है ना. So this was also aim, and other than this, it was also aimed at the operation of economic systems should be held in such a way that there should not be concentration of wealth and means of production in the hands of few people. So that these are the objectives of planning commission. And now we will see that how the planning commission was supposed to achieve this objective. For that purpose, we see that this planning commission of India opted for 5-year plans, है ना. 5 years के प्लान बनाए जाएंगे. एंड इसमें क्या होगा कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया जो है इट विल प्रिपेयर अ डॉक्यूमेंट, है ना. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया विल प्रिपेयर अ डॉक्यूमेंट दैट हैज़ अ प्लान फॉर ऑल इट्स इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर फॉर द नेक्स्ट 5 years. जो नेक्स्ट 5 years में कहाँ कहाँ से इनकम आएगा, what are the sources of income, and on what purposes these money income will be spended, है ना. कहाँ से पैसा आएगा 5 साल में, कौन कौन से सोर्सेज हैं मनी के, इनकम के, और उनको कहाँ एक्सपेंडिचर किया जाएगा. ठीक है. तो ये सबसे पहले गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ये प्रिपेयर करती है. और उसके बाद क्या होता है कि जो भी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का बजट है, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के बजट है, उसको 2 पार्ट में बांट लिया जाता है ना. जो भी गवर्नमेंट ने अपनी बजट बनाई उसके हिसाब से पूरे के पूरे बजट को 2 पार्ट में बांटा जाता है. एक होता है नॉन प्लान बजट और दूसरा होता है प्लान बजट. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय नॉन प्लान बजट? नॉन प्लान बजट वो होते हैं जो कि रूटीन आइटम्स ईयरली बेसिस पे होते हैं, खर्च उनको होना ही होना है, उनके लिए आपको प्लानिंग करने की जरूरत नहीं है. दीज आर एक्सपेंसेस ऑन रूटीन आइटम्स ऑन ईयरली बेसिस. एंड दूसरा जो होता है जिसको प्लान बजट कहते हैं, जिसका मतलब वो है कि the portion of the budget which is spent on a 5-year basis as per the प्रायोरिटीज फिक्स्ड बाय द प्लान. प्लान में जो प्रायोरिटी फिक्स की गई है उसके बेसिस पे वो खर्चे होते हैं 5 साल पे. ठीक है. तो वो दैट इज़ नॉट रूटीन एक्सपेंडिचर. जैसी हमारी नीड है, जैसी हमारी प्रायोरिटी है, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली उसका एक्सपेंडिचर होता है. ठीक है. एंड वी सी दैट 5-year प्लान जो है उसका एडवांटेज ये है कि गवर्नमेंट जो है गवर्नमेंट is able to focus on the larger picture, है ना. Government is not supposed to see only what is going to happen within a year. The government has a larger picture of 5 years, है ना. So it can make long term intervention in the economy. कि long term हमें long term में सोचना है चीज़ों को, है ना, शॉर्ट टर्म में नहीं सोचना है. सो इस तरह से फर्स्ट 5-year प्लान जो है वो उसकी जो डॉक्यूमेंट जो रिलीज होती है वो दिसंबर 1951 में होती है. ठीक है. इट्स फर्स्ट द डॉक्यूमेंट ऑफ फर्स्ट 5-year प्लान was released in December 1951, and here you must know that there was a lot of excitement among the people about these 5 ईयर प्लान्स, जो फर्स्ट 5 ईयर प्लान्स था उसके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट था, चाहे वो जर्नलिस्ट हो, चाहे वो एकेडमिक्स हो, गवर्नमेंट एंड प्राइवेट सेक्टर एम्प्लॉय हो, इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट हो, फार्मर्स हो, पॉलिटिशियंस हो, everyone were discussing and debating the documents extensively. So this was the level of excitement. And then second 5 year plan, it was launched in 1956. So the duration of first 5 year plan is from 1951 to 1956, and the second 5 year plan, it started in 1951, so the duration is 1951 to 1956. And the second 5 year plan, this second 5 year plan is इसका जो duration था, that was from 1956 to 1961. And third 5 year plan, you have to read only about these 3 plans, है ना. (1961 to 1966). So now we will focus on the first 5 year plan. जो हमारा मेन फोकस होगा वो फर्स्ट 5 ईयर प्लान पर होगा. एंड फर्स्ट 5 ईयर प्लान जो था उसका जो मेन एम था, दैट वाज to get the country's economy out of the cycle of poverty. Poverty was the biggest challenge in front of our government, our country, our economy, and that was the main aim. पॉवर्टी को ख़त्म करना है. एंड फॉर दैट पर्पस के.एन. राज was a young economist. He was involved mainly in drafting the plan. And first 5 year plan हम लोग कर रहे हैं, है ना. And the economist is K.N. Raj. And in this regard you must understand, you must know that K.N. Raj argued that India should hasten slowly. This is an important word, phrase, not word. Hasten slowly. What does it mean? Hasten slowly for the first 2 decades. Hasten मतलब जल्दी जल्दी करना, slowly मतलब धीरे धीरे करना. ये 2 contradictory terms हैं जिनको साथ में रखा गया है. Hasten slowly, जल्दी भी करना है, धीरे भी करना है. So these 2 words are contradictory, but they are going together. So how will you explain this? This is we are in need of a fast economic growth, because the economy was in a very bad shape. So we needed economic development at a very high rate. So we needed to hasten the economic growth. But we cannot bring economic development or economic growth at the cost of social justice, at the cost of the needs of the poor people. So we need to go for this process of economic development slowly. So this is hasten slowly. जल्दी भी जाना है, धीरे भी जाना है. Both the things at the same time. Economic development भी achieve करना है, but development should not be at the cost of the interest of the poor people. Interest of the poor people को ध्यान में रखते हुए आपको development लाना है. That is hasten slowly. Okay. So this was the phrase given by K.N. Raj, and this first 5 year plan, it stressed mainly on the agriculture sector of the country, of the economy. And during this period, heavy investment was done in dams and irrigation, है ना. And as we know, because of partition, agriculture sector was very badly affected, and there was need to pay urgent attention on this sector. So our government accordingly behaved, act accordingly, and so many new large scale projects were started, like Bhakra Nangal Dam. It was the foundation was laid during the first 5 year plan only, and the plan also identified the pattern of land distribution in the country, because what we find that the distribution of land was highly unequal in our country, है ना. So it was decided that land reforms must be bring. so that the distribution of land should be equal. And because of that, those land reforms, we can achieve the development in the agricultural sector. So we will continue with this discussion in the next class.